Good morning. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. We're going to take you to a live event happening here in Cleveland. It's actually taking place at the Campus International School. There you see Ohio Governor Mike DeWine. He is set to announce his brand new Ohio C program. You can see the banner behind the governor there. This is an issue the governor has spoken about several times recently. He truly cares about school children, whether it comes to high-speed internet, whether it's books. We know his wife, Fran DeWine, First Lady Fran DeWine that you see there, has been very involved in getting books to children. But this is about eyesight and children who are in schools who are in need of vision help, screenings, corrections, but they don't have the money for it. Families don't have the money for this, and you can see where that would be a problem when it comes to learning. Being able to see a chalkboard, being able to read a book if the eyesight isn't there. So today he is announcing his pilot program in 15 what they call high-need counties, where more than 80% of the children who are identified through vision screening as needing additional care do not receive it. So they've been already identified as having a vision issue, but 80% of them don't have the money and they don't get the care that they need. The governor enjoying some time there. Again, these are the students at Campus International School on Payne Avenue here in Cleveland. This is a very big event for the governor. He doesn't have a lot of time left on his final term in office. This will be his final year. So for the governor to be able to, and I can remember him speaking on this at his inauguration. So the fact that it has unfortunately taken his final year in his final term in office, but at least it appears the governor is going to get this done. We'll have to hear what the numbers are behind it, perhaps where the governor has found the money to pay for this. But I think we can all agree getting vision services, critical vision services for the children in school. This includes comprehensive eye exams and, if needed, glasses to kindergarten through third grade students. It is so important in those early years, the formative years of learning, that if they can't see, they get frustrated and it becomes difficult to learn. So let's take you live now to the Campus International School in Cleveland for this event.
All right, well, good morning and welcome to Campus International. All right. I am Dr. Warren Morgan, the CEO of Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and it is an honor to have so many distinguished guests here. Governor Mike DeWine, it is such an honor to have you here, as well as so many of our state legislators. Thank you for being here. And for all the leaders around CMSD, I know we have our board that is here, Ms. Caroline Peak, as well as Jerry Billups. Thank you guys for being here as well. I want to give a huge shout out to the school leadership here. So Julie Beers is our principal here at this school, but she's not able to be here today. But we have the wonderful assistant principals that are here. Kate Grizzlack, who's here, and for putting this event together. Let's give her a round of applause. And then I saw, Cameron Terrell, that is also here as an assistant principal. And we thank you all for being here. So we are here for a very special event. Governor DeWine, we thank you for your continued commitment to health and success of Ohio's children. We also appreciate the partnership of Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff and the Ohio Department of Health, as well as the Vision to Learn. We especially recognize our CMSD Integrated Health Department, led by Bernetta Wiggins. So thank you for your leadership in putting this together. At CMSD, we believe that health and learning are inseparable. When children can't see clearly, when not everything is working correctly, it impacts everything. It impacts how they learn, how they are engaged. And so it is critical when we have partnerships like the one that we have today and programs like Ohio Seas, where we are able to provide access and opportunity to our scholars that help them to stay engaged and to learn. And so today is a very pivotal event. at an amazing school. And so we are grateful for everyone that is here today to get this event started. Without further ado, I would like to bring up one of our amazing scholars who is a student leader here and was learning a little bit about her. She's in 8th grade and on her way to high school and just has a huge, bright future ahead of her. So I want to bring up Rebecca Barton.
Good morning, everybody who joins us today, all of our, leaders here. My name is Rebecca Barton, and I'm an 8th grader here at Campus International. It's an honor to have all of you here at our school today. Campus International is a very special place. We are a K-8 international baccalaureate school, which means that we don't just learn facts and figures, we learn how to think, question, and understand the world around us. Our mission is to become inquiring, knowledgeable, and compassionate learners who act with understanding and courage towards the world to make it a more peaceful place. I hope you enjoyed the music from our orchestra as you entered. The music and arts are a vital part of who we are at CIS. Our Thriving Arts program, featuring band, orchestra, and visual arts, shows that we believe creative expression is an essential part to a well-rounded education. At Campus International, we're not just preparing for tests, we are preparing to be leaders, problem solvers, and change makers. We're learning to understand people who are different from us, they stand up for what's right, and work towards a more peaceful and, community and world. What makes CIS unique is our focus on being global citizens. Every day we explore different cultures, perspectives, and ideas from around the world. We ask questions, investigate real-world issues, and work together to find solutions. Whether we're studying climate change, learning a new language, or discovering how communities function in different countries, we're always thinking about how we can make a positive difference. Another special aspect of our school is our location, right here on the campus of Cleveland State University in the heart of downtown Cleveland. It's because of your support and for programs like Ohio Seas that our students can fully embrace these opportunities, thrive, and reach their full potential. Thank you for that investment in our future. Governor DeWine, we are excited to show you what learning looks like at Campus International School. Thank you for giving our students a clearer vision on what's possible.
Well, Rebecca, thank you very, very much. Dr. Morgan, thank you for having us here. And this is really an exciting day. And to all the students, glad to see you guys. And members of the state legislature, I think we almost have not quite a quorum, but we have a lot of the legislators here today, which is great. And I just start off by saying we couldn't be here without the support of the state legislature. So we're very, very grateful for that. My wife, let me introduce my wife, Fran, who is here. And so this is really a historic day. We kick off today what we call Ohio C. This is an effort to do one more big thing in regard to reading. Reading is the key to success in school. It's obviously also the key to success in life. And we frankly have to do a better job. All of us have to do a better job in making sure every Ohio child can read. And that's really what our goal is. One of the things that I asked the legislature to do and that they did, I'm very, very grateful for, is to make sure we passed a law. We don't usually do things like this, but we passed a law. I signed the law that said the science of reading is the way to teach kids how to read. And we know that. I'm a former county prosecuting attorney, and we used to say the jury is returned, there's a verdict. Well, there is a verdict now about this is the way to read. And so that's going through all our schools around the state, and we're starting to see some real progress in that. Another thing that we did is we wanted kids to be better prepared for kindergarten. So we've been able, with the legislature's help, to expand some of the subsidized daycare that we have in the state of Ohio. We'd like to do more, but we've been able to get some of it expanded. And in those daycares, the science of reading informs how they work with children. The other big thing that we are doing is the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. This is something that Fran has taken on. When I became governor, it was just in spots of the state. This is a free book in the mail to children between the age of from birth until the age of 5. We are now sending out every month 414,000 books. We've sent over, since I became governor, Fran became first lady, over 25 million books in the state of Ohio. And we're starting to actually see, with all that coming together, we're starting to see in some of the numbers in regard to kindergarten readiness that it's going up, and we're doing better. The last year, we had some very, very good and positive numbers. So that brings us to what we are doing today. Fran and I had a conversation with an ophthalmologist from Mahoning Valley a couple years ago, and she told us something that, frankly, I was shocked by. And then we started checking it out and found out that absolutely it was true. It was not only true in the Mahoning Valley, but it was true throughout the state of Ohio. And that is that the law in Ohio for some time has required schools in grade school to do a screening of children to see whether or not they needed an eye exam. What we found, though, is whether it's an urban school or whether it's a rural school or suburban school, there's only about, of those children who are identified, who are red flagged, they need to have an eye exam, only about 1 out of 4 are getting these eye exams. So that means 3/4 of the children are not getting the eye exams. And what that obviously means is children are not seeing the way they can, best way to see. And when they can't see, it's hard to learn to read. It's hard to do other things. So we went to the legislature, and they gave us support for this. Again, I want to thank them for that support. We are starting today this pilot project. And so we have, for example, not only Cuyahoga County, but we have Lorain County. You'll see the different counties. We're doing in 15 counties around the state of Ohio. So we have Erie, Huron, Lorain, Cuyahoga, and this part of the state. And these are the counties that have been, we identified. We picked the 15 because that had, frankly, the highest rate of kids not getting eye exams. And the average in those counties is about 80% don't get the eye exam. I put a working group together. They came up with this proposal that we went to the legislature and asked the legislature to fund. The way this is working, and again, we're kicking it off today, and we're going to see some of our young children get their eyeglasses. And the way it works is that we have three separate vendors in the state of Ohio that we have contracted with. And they are going around. Vision to Learn is the contractor here. You're going to hear a little bit from Ann in a moment. Two-step process. One, they go into the school. Sometimes they pull up with a van outside. The kids go outside. Sometimes the kids will do it actually in the school. It depends on the vendor, how they want to do it and how the school wants to do it. But all the children who have been identified as needing an eye exam will have the opportunity to get an eye exam right there in school. And then, if it's determined they do in fact need glasses, the vendor will come back in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and actually fit the children. So it's a very simple procedure, very easy for the children, easy for the families. We're taking it right to where the children are. So we're very, very excited about it. We believe that this is going to make a huge difference. I also want to thank the Cavs and Ford, both who have been involved in the health and wellness of children in this part of the state. They're doing a phenomenal job. They're involved in this as well, and their focus as far as the seeing is on the 4th to 8th grade. What we are doing with the state is K through 3. So we kick this off today. The ultimate goal will be that we will be able to expand this from 15 counties to 88 counties, because we have kids in every single county, I don't care where they are, who are not getting these eye exams and that really need the eye exams. This will be at no cost to the families. So pretty easy. Just have to say yes to do it. They get the eye exam. Then if they need the glasses, they get the glasses. So I don't know that there's anything that, frankly, that we have done that will have as big an impact as this. This is going to have a huge impact. Children have to see if they're going to be able to read. And Ohio C that we're kicking off today is going to do that. Now, let me introduce Dr. Vanderhoff, Director of Health. Let me also say, I think our orchestra is gone, but the orchestra is great back there. We appreciate them very, very, very much. Dr. Vanderhoff.
Well, thank you so much, Governor DeWine. Thank you especially for your incredible leadership that has brought us to this point. And we at the Department of Health, along with our partners, are absolutely excited about the opportunity to put the funding that the legislature has provided to work. You know, it is, as people have spoken to here this morning, so important that we reach children early who need help with their vision, especially that we reach them when they are in the early stages of learning to read. 80% of our learning, for most of us, comes through our sense of vision. And so when a child is struggling with visual difficulties, they really face major obstacles in being able to achieve their potential. It has been estimated that for a child receiving a pair of glasses who needs those glasses, it is the equivalent of them getting an extra 2 to 4 months of education every year. So you can just imagine the opportunity that we have in front of us. And if kids are struggling in school, they're not just struggling with their academics. They're also going to be struggling with their social development. They're going to be struggling with their emotional sense of well-being. They're going to have struggles with being able to achieve their sporting potential. Ohio C really does help to knock down all the barriers to a child getting the eye exam they need, and if they need them, a pair of glasses. It is a program that is bringing the services to the children in the school. And so whether the barrier is one of a family not knowing how they will pay for those services, or it's an issue of time, transportation, whatever the issue is, by bringing these services to the school, we're helping to assure that those obstacles are removed for our kids. We are focusing on, at this initial level with the funding that we currently have on the 15 counties that the governor referenced. And as he noted, what we did was to recognize that while every county in the state has a significant need for a program like this, these 15 counties are the counties with the greatest opportunity. Highest percentage of kids who are not getting those follow-up exams, along with significant numbers of students who are being served. And what is nice about the way that our formula worked out is that we're covering a nice mix across the state of counties and a nice mix of urban and rural counties. Now, we're in the early days of the program. This is really the first active month for the program. We're very excited about the start that we're getting. When we reach maturity in these 14 counties, we'll be able to touch the lives of about 14,000 kids. And what's great about the program from a family's point of view is the fact that your child can get what they need, and as a family, money is not going to be the obstacle. Yes, we are going to work with insurance companies. We are going to be working with Medicaid. But the state, in this instance, will be the payer of last resort. We're very pleased to be working with the partners that the governor referenced here in northern Ohio. That partner that we're working with in these counties is Vision to Learn. They have a great track record of being able to bring this kind of program to schools here in Ohio, and so we're very confident in their ability to help us reach the children. And I am very pleased to introduce the president of Vision to Learn, Ann Hollister, for some additional comments.
Good morning. Thank you, Governor DeWine, Dr. Vanderhoff, Assistant Principal Grislak, and especially Student Ambassador Rebecca. That was a great introduction. I'm Ann Hollister, President of Vision to Learn, and I want to congratulate Governor DeWine, the First Lady, and Dr. Vanderhoff. Thanks to your leadership, Ohio is first, the very best state when it comes to recognizing the importance of vision care for kids and the impact it has on academics. Ohio's the first, but we hope lots more states will follow you. In a few minutes, 10 kids will get glasses. But thanks to Governor DeWine's Ohio C program, 14,000 kids will get glasses this year. Kids, and just like the governor said, if you wear your glasses, you'll do better in school. And I know you'll take good care of your glasses. Remember, if they're not on your face, they should be in your case. But if by any chance you break or lose your glasses, or maybe your brother or sister does it, please call Vision to Learn and we'll provide a free replacement. Just be sure you tell your parents to contact us. So since Vision to Learn started helping kids in Ohio 4 years ago, we've provided 20,000 exams on our mobile clinics. There's one out there. It wouldn't have been possible without our partners with Ford, Ford Philanthropy, and I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the great team that's made this happen. Our program manager, Christine Johnson, who's here today, Dr. McCann, and our opticians, Kim and Tracy. And not one kid in Ohio would have been helped without the leadership of Mark Scaramuzzi from day one, so thank you, Mark. And finally, I'm sure Governor and First Lady, you know that, and probably Dr. Vanderhoff too, that Ohio kids have a great friend, a really special friend, in Dr. Sergel Ozerom, a tireless advocate for kids and a great partner to Vision to Learn. Finally, kids, let's just thank the governor and everybody and the First Lady and all the state legislators here for making this happen for kids in Ohio. Yay! Thank you. I wanted to introduce Bonetta Wiggins, the Executive Director of the Department of Integrated Health, the best partner here in Cleveland. Thank you, Bonetta.
Oh boy. Good morning. Again, I'm Bonetta Wiggins. I'm the Executive Director for Integrated Health Services here at CMSD. Integrated Health, again, encompasses all the health services that you see in CMSD. And we're kind of behind the scenes partner in CMSD. And a lot of times people don't understand what it is we do. This is one of the opportunities that we show what we do. I thank Governor DeWine and all dignitaries for being here today, assembling, understanding our purpose and mission is to pursue a strong and healthy, thriving CMSD community to provide high-quality, comprehensive health care and services to the CMSD scholars. We include physical, mental wellness, as well as vision, dental, anything physically that can help the child be successful in their work toward their academics. We have the distinct pleasure and opportunity to join forces with Vision to Learn, who in turn join forces in the Ohio Seas initiative, and it promotes and pushes our passion and desire to bring services to the CMSD scholars. We've partnered with this organization. They lived up to the needs that we have here in CMSD to, again, bring those health services into our CMSD scholars. Vision to Learn has helped us build a stronger and brighter future with the services that they have delivered. They've seen hundreds of our children in the past years, and we're looking forward to continue to build and do greater things. That's it, short and sweet, and we are very thankful for the collaborations. I'm going to bring Dr. Morgan back up to continue on with the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernetta. And I think now is the moment we've been waiting for. Oh, and I also see that we have one of our council women in the House, Stephanie House-Jones. Thank you for your leadership and for everything you do here in the city of Cleveland and for all of our city of Cleveland leaders. So without further ado, let's get some glasses. And I believe, are these our scholars getting their glasses? So let's give a round of applause as our scholars get their glasses.
Dan DeRose with 19 News. What a great moment for those scholars, those students here in Cleveland, getting their glasses. Some of them you saw had glasses before, but now they know that it's the right prescription, the right strength. Just a very happy moment. That kid right there is adorable. Let's be honest, they're all very cute, but look at that. Getting his glasses, Mike DeWine, the governor, over his shoulder. What a great moment for that little man right there. Incredible program, and some of the statistics were just astounding, as we heard from Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff, the #1 doctor in the state. I thought this was incredible. For a child getting glasses, it's like getting an extra 2 to 4 months worth of education every year, because now they can see clearly. They're not getting frustrated. They're not straining to, whether it's read a book or read a presentation or read the chalkboard. I don't even know if they have chalkboards anymore. But for every child getting a pair of glasses that needed them, it's like getting an extra 2 to 4 months of education every year. What an incredible statistic. We'll have more on this in our 11 o'clock news, our noon news coming up, and then when we start 3.5 hours of news and first alert weather on Channel 19 at 3 o'clock. What a great day for the state of Ohio, for the Ohio C program, the first state in the country to be able to fund 14,000 glasses right now just in 15 counties. You heard the governor. They hope they can expand this, eventually get to all 88 counties and get the help for children who need it. Such an incredible day. Well, until 3 o'clock, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Hope you have a great afternoon. We'll see you at 3 o'clock.